receiving some sort of transmission. Routed through the main system. Routing to...
Looking to take a Disney vacation or cruise? Contact Kristen of MagicalJourneysVacations.com. Magical Journeys is an authorized Disney vacation planner. Kristen will get you the best price available and continue to search for deals until the day you travel, taking the worry out of planning your fantastic vacation. Kristen can help plan your dining reservations and answer any questions you may have. She'll even send you maps from the parks. So contact Kristen of Magical Journeys for your next cruise or Disney vacation. Contact Kristen of Magical Journeys at MagicalJourneysVacations.com. So what are you waiting for? Book today at MagicalJourneysVacations.com.
Wow, that sounds great. I want to go. Well, you can't. Why not? Because we have to stay at our posts and keep rebel scum like him out.
Book today at MagicalJourneysVacations.com.
WDW After Dark. Now loading.
WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. Starring Jeff Davis, Al Jonko, Kristen Hetzel, and Eric Allen. WDW After Dark is live and uncensored. Call the hotline at 410-98-WDW-AD. Follow us on Facebook at WDW After Dark Webcast and Twitter at WDW After Dark. Headline news, Disney food, video games, Marvel and Star Wars. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. And now prepare yourself for WDW After Dark.
WDW After Dark for July the 14th, 2015. Hi, everybody. Jeff Davis here with you, your host for the podcast this week.
Excuse me while he gets comfortable.
Yes, I'm kind of shimmying myself down here into my chair.
Yeah, it's your butt wiggle. I'm just gonna get down here and just
It is.
get all nice.
I mean, my butt's like really getting, settled down in here. So,
you know how like a dog turns around 3 times before lying down? Well,
yeah, my dog does that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Kinda
your butt just turns around 3 times before
I
laying
mean,
down.
the one thing I don't do is I don't dig into the bed before I get, I don't do that,
I certainly hope not. But hey, ain't judging.
Yeah. As you can tell, this is a Woody and Beav edition of the show. It's the Dude Bro Show. Again, me and you.
That's okay.
Hi, Eric.
I'm just wondering what kind of reactions I can get out of you this week.
You know what? If you didn't post that to the public, you just posted that to the Fun Zone, didn't you?
No, I actually posted it to the Sorcom Reviews Facebook page.
Okay, so it's not like public though. I mean, you just didn't regular post. Okay, here's the thing, real quick before we get started. I'm just going to tell you people this. Okay, so 2 weeks ago we had another Dude Bro Show with just me and Eric, and at one portion of the show, I think you mentioned. No,
it was when we were doing this. We were talking about the selfie stick ban.
Okay, yeah.
And you said you wanted to use a selfie stick. And I said, well, just go to freaking Universal.
Exactly.
The look on your face was priceless. And I totally missed it. At the time. But I had people coming up to me afterwards going like, man, Jeff's reaction, I laughed all day at that.
It wasn't intentional. I mean,
a friend of mine showed it to me and it's kind of like, holy crap, that is freaking hilarious.
So what does Eric do? Eric, tell him what you did.
Well, there is a thing that I do with the Sorcom Reviews Facebook page, which you can find at facebook.com/SorcomReview. It's called Mouse Meme Monday. And basically you'll post a meme on Monday that has something to do with Disney or Marvel or Star Wars. And, There is Jeff's reaction, frozen in its immaculate glory, along with the title, "The Face You Make When Someone Suggests You Go to Universal."
I look like I dropped a big fart right then and there in the middle of the show. That's what it looks like to me.
Dude, if ever there was a Whiskey Tango Foxtrot moment, an expression that captured that expression, that was it.
It's like I dropped a bomb right then and there, right here at my desk, and I smelled it, and I went, "Oh God,
it's going."
Huh?
So
anyway, we're 4 minutes in, and we haven't done a damn thing yet. It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is, and what it is a uncensored Disney vidcast podcast for grown-ups, even for grown-ups that don't particularly act like they're grown up, like the two of us.
Pretty much. Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, well, I didn't even think about that. Hi, everybody. Like I said, this is WDW After Dark. Today is July the 14th, 2015. We're here to talk some Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney video games, Disney park news, stuff like that. Like I said, just me and Eric, Woody and Beef, and Kristen and Aljon are out of town, having fun over at The World. They did a Epcot food and wine preview yesterday, and Aljon did a little bit of broadcasting today via Periscope. He was at the Marvel store there in downtown Disney, and so they're having a good time. Nice little, I guess, vacation for them, or work and vacation kind of at the same time. So again, me and Eric are here to bring you the information that you're looking for when it comes to all things Disney. But real quick, we do want to mention our sponsors real fast. I want you to remember to use Kristen Hetzel, Magical Journeys Travel, over at magicaljourneysvacations.com. If you're looking for a vacation to Disney World, Disneyland, Disney theme parks in general, the cruise lines and stuff like that, make sure you check her out. Also want you to check out Fandango and Amazon as well. You can find all those sponsors over at the WDWAfterDark.com sponsors page. And we appreciate if you do that, because all you have to do is click on those links. When you click on the links, well, guess what? It helps out WDW After Dark, and it keeps the show running, even though we've been using the same equipment for the last 5 years. Basically.
That occasionally work.
It took us a little longer tonight to get started. Because we want to thank Microsoft today for their 27-part update to our operating systems. That took 30 to 45 minutes to download. We appreciate that. Thank you very much, Microsoft. So,
Bill Gates, love you, buddy.
What did you do? Did you change anything? It's not any better. It's not any worse. What was the point? So, seriously. Anyway. Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
5, 6 words that you will never hear at Microsoft corporate headquarters.
It was so weird because earlier today. 7. Yeah, 7. It was because earlier today I did mine, and Eric didn't realize that his was coming up. So he went to restart his computer earlier, and then it started the whole process of updating. And he sat there, and he waited, and it just kept on going. And it was like, good grief, this poor guy. He had to deal with the same thing I did, and finally it came up, so there he is. So anyway.
It was just as well, because there was a severe thunderstorm that pretty much passed overhead the whole time I was waiting for the update to complete.
Well, I'm glad it didn't pass underneath you, so that's a good.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
that would have gotten another Whiskey Tango Foxtrot look. I am sure.
Yes, it would have. Oh my gosh, yeah. So let's get to our news segment, and we'll start with Mr. Eric Allen, the Beeve, with all of his video game and movies and everything else Disney-wise.
Okay, well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but San Diego Comic-Con was this past weekend.
No kidding.
The
freaks came out.
The freaks freaking came out. But one thing about who was and was not there, Marvel Studios was not there. And the rationale from Kevin Feige was just, hey, we don't have anything new to say. And that's because, well, Ant-Man comes out this weekend, and that's really it for a while. Although I will say that, let's see, when was this that happened? Well, the story broke today that Tilda Swinton, you may remember her. She's an Oscar-winning actress. She's been in several movies like Adaptation, Trainwreck, Grand Budapest Hotel,
Sure.
Snowpiercer. She's also in the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But she has confirmed that she will be playing the role of the Ancient One in the upcoming Doctor Strange movie.
Oh.
Yes. Find that a little
Strange?
hard. I find it a little strange. Yes. you
Oh,
know. Pun no really intended.
no, not at all.
Because the Ancient One is like this really, really older than dirt Asian guy.
Be it the word agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm not really too concerned with them switching the gender on him, because the Ancient One was a guy. It's okay. You want to make a female Ancient One, that's fine. But it just seems to me like if you're going to cast the Ancient One, make the Ancient One at least Asian. Swinton is Scottish.
I'm sorry. My mind is being politically correct here. When it's supposed to be a guy, but we're choosing a girl. And trying to be politically correct in my head, when you're saying all this.
Or you could just split the difference and cast Caitlyn Jenner. But but I mean, it's just,
dude, bro.
Yeah, I know. Lord, I apologize for that.
Oh,
But,
God.
No, it's just the nationality of it. I mean, you've got an Asian character in the comics.
Right.
We'll take out gender for a moment. Wrinkled as hell Asian. It's like, okay, we're going to bring this character to the movie screen. Let's go as far the heck away as we can from Asian.
Sure.
Oh, here's this Scottish woman. We'll choose her.
Oh. That's like putting Fat Bastard in the movie.
Doctor Strange, get in my belly.
Oh,
Okay.
that's something.
Confession time. I never saw the movie.
What?
I didn't. I saw the first Austin Powers movie. And did not
You've
see
never
any of the
seen
others.
Fat Bastard?
No, never.
Oh, God.
I saw Shrek. Does that count?
No, that doesn't even come close.
Okay.
You're
All
like 2 seconds away from losing your dude bro status.
I am sorry. I
gotta watch it.
promise I'll go watch it soon.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
It's
So
like $3.99 at Walmart.
So anyway, Tilda Swinton has confirmed that yes, she will be playing the Ancient One in the upcoming Doctor Strange movie with Benedict Cumberbatch. So that should be an interesting movie regardless.
Yeah.
Okay. But who was at San Diego Comic-Con from Marvel were Marvel television representatives, and you had the two Marvel TV shows on ABC that were represented. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they had pretty much the entire main cast. And from Agent Carter, you had Haley Atwell and James Darcy. Now, this it kind of developed into a dub smash war.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw anything about this. Basically, they were trying to one up each other, the two cast groups.
Yeah.
Where there was one where Haley they were laying on the floor with heads next to each other. Haley was singing something, and then all of a sudden, Darcy breaks out in this screaming goat.
Screaming goat.
Yeah, they get funnier and funnier, but the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. crew won. They lined up. There were 7 of them lined up for the Dub Smash "We Are the Champions" bit.
Queen. Yeah.
Yeah, Queen. And so whoever's holding the camera just moves up, and they're all miming along with the song clip, and the first two pull away, the second two pull away, the third two pull away, and then all of a sudden here raises up Clark freaking Gregg, Agent Phil Coulson, and he is wearing Agent Carter's outfit from the premiere.
Oh Lord.
The red hat, the blue dress, and
drag, basically. He was,
and incredibly enough, he was rocking that look. So yes, it's almost like a epic level mic drop. Straight man to straight man. He was rocking that look. I'm telling you.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
You got to be a man to do something like that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You got to be a man, I'm
Well,
secure with who I am.
He is married to Jennifer Grey, Ferris Bueller's big sister. And so, that's fine. He can wear a dress if he wants to, just so long as he doesn't put baby in the corner. I'm good.
I wonder if they do Dirty Dancing at the house.
I could just see him coming in the house from like a press junket, and there she is standing in the kitchen. It's like, Clark, big finish. Whee!
He's
And
wearing
he
the
just holds it up
Swayze
there.
outfit, with the tight
Yes,
shirt, and
yes,
unbuttoned
yes.
down the sun.
I had the time of my life.
Oh golly!
So there was that. Another highlight of, you call it a highlight maybe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Traditionally, Kevin Smith has had he just had a bit of rotten scheduling luck this year, because he was scheduled to do a panel after in the conference hall H, I think it was. He had a panel scheduled after J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy.
Ooh, that's
Yes.
hard to follow.
So you're in this huge hall, 6,500 people.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Okay. They're all sitting there listening and loving the Star Wars stuff. Then all of a sudden, Abrams goes, "Hey, everybody who wants, come with us, and we'll have a Star Wars concert."
Low blow.
6,500 freaking people
Got up.
and left. Wow. So when Smith comes out, all he hears is,
Oh, wait.
yeah. So he was afraid that he was going to have to cancel the panel. And he did tweet, at the time, says, "I feel a great disturbance in the force," as if 6,000 people were suddenly silenced by a free concert.
No, he did not tweet that, did he?
He tweeted that.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Good for him.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Apparently, though, the panel was not canceled, wasn't totally empty, because there were a few people that were there that did show up. They saw a trailer for his new film, Yoga Hosers, I think it was. And basically were able to ask him about anything from his vast knowledge of the con and about his new movie, his shows, Comic Book Men. Yeah. But yeah, that's
Heard of it. Yeah.
This should be a lesson unto all of us. Never follow J.J. Abrams at a convention.
No, well, at least not this time.
No.
I don't think it'll be the same next year, because the movie will have come out already.
Yeah.
So everybody won't be as, it's J.J. Abrams. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think that when this comes out, it's going to silence a lot of the Disney hating fanboys.
Yeah.
Who will go, "Dear J.J. Abrams, if you screw this up, you'll be known forever as Jar Jar Abrams."
Oh,
Yeah.
golly.
But while San Diego Comic-Con was going on over here in the States, the Galway Film Fleet, I guess I'm pronouncing that right, Fleadh, Flead, which is Ireland's leading film festival, was going on. Well, where else? In Ireland.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah, go figure. Who'd have thunk? And one of the guests to this film festival was John C. Reilly. Now, you may recognize him from, well, he's been in a lot of movies. He's been in Talladega Nights. He was the cop who arrested Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about now. He was also in For the Love of the Game.
He was in Boogie Nights with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
There you go.
Yeah.
But Disney fans will probably recognize his voice more than his face because he was the voice of Wreck-It Ralph. Well, during the weekend, he announced during an interview that Wreck-It Ralph 2 is in the works and that he has signed on for it.
Really?
Yes. Now, the movie is still, it's older than I thought it was, but it just came out in 2012. Didn't do too bad.
Nope.
For Disney Animation Studios. It pulled in 189 million domestically and 281 million internationally. Now, apparently, the Disney has not given an official green light to Wreck-It Ralph 2. But, Riley says he's on. He says they're doing it. And the director had already said that he began exploring ideas for a sequel immediately after the first film was released.
Yeah.
Back then, he said he was hoping that the sequel would explore online and console gaming rather than arcade gaming. I'm just hoping that Tron gets more of a look in on this movie aside, because, all you see of Tron, which you would think a Disney movie about video games, Tron has to be in this somewhere.
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but this came up today.
Yes.
Speaking of Tron.
Yes.
Shanghai Disney is getting a Tron roller coaster. Shanghai. Oh, welcome to Shanghai. We have a Tron. Yeah, Shanghai.
Movie is set in California.
Yeah.
Both movies set in California.
Yeah.
Where does Tron get its first attraction? Freaking Shanghai.
Yeah. So if we get it in Wreck-It Ralph, that's the closest that we're going to get to Tron.
Yes. But in the original Wreck-It Ralph movie, all you see of Tron is a sign in Game Central Station saying, basically this way. It's a directional sign.
Yeah.
It's like this way to Tron. That's it. We've got to see more Tron in this go around.
I call bullshit. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I call bullshit.
I want to see it though.
Yeah. I just want to see another movie, period.
Well, that's true because that was actually, I think it's a very underrated movie.
It was very underrated.
It was very underrated. And the more you know about the classic video games, like in the arcades, the more of the movie that you got, the more references you understood.
All this Tron talk makes me want to go watch it.
I do too. I've got both of them on DVD. I may want to do that.
Got an itch and I want to scratch it.
Well, if you get Disney Infinity 3.0, you'll be able to play them.
That's right.
That's right. Because those are two of the characters that are coming out for 3.0 on starting August 30th. We don't know if those characters will be out at that point or if it's just going to be a staggered release. But before it comes out, if you're going to the D23 Expo, the Disney Interactive Pavilion will include the first in-depth look at Disney Infinity 3.0, along with looks at, they'll be featuring Star Wars Battlefront and Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts was an awesome game when it first came out.
I just never really got into Kingdom Hearts, and I don't know why. Because it is, I've seen the game, I've seen it played in its entirety, literally from a friend of mine who is just, he's got Keyblades tattooed on his body. Let's just put it that way. That's how much he loves the game. Okay.
Yeah.
But
The closest I got was getting a Keyblade mod downloaded for Skyrim, but that's, yeah.
I'm just not into that game that much. I don't know why.
But it was good. It kind of gave us a taste of what to expect with Disney Infinity because you had Disney characters interacting with other characters. So I liked what it was at the time. I'm going to be looking forward to see 3. Got 2, got 1. Some of the other games in the series wasn't too thrilled with, but hopefully 3 will be everything that 1 and 2 were. On a good way. Now, the D23 Expo Pavilion for Disney Interactive was also going to feature the Star Wars Battle Pod. You remember that? The arcade game?
I do.
It's basically a miniature IMAX that you play in.
Sure. Yeah.
You also have demos of mobile title Star Wars Commander. My son is like a Commander junkie. Got it on his phone, loves it. Frozen Freefall and Line Disney Sum Sum. And I'm telling you, I'm kind of jealous of the people that are going to Disney D23 Expo, mainly because they get to see all these figures up close. They've got all the Star Wars figures, obviously, that they're going to put out, and they just look absolutely fantastic.
You know, you do understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're going to have an exclusive for D23 who attend.
Yes.
To take home. You know this.
Yes.
They did it last time with Sorcerer Mickey.
Yes.
So it's going to happen again.
It's going to. Yes.
So
I'm just hoping it's not Darth Vader.
You will have some really ticked off people.
You will hear me cussing all the way from here. If the Darth Vader one is the one that you cannot get for months afterwards. It's like what they did with the original Infinity where they had the Sorcerer Mickey. You could not get it in stores until the following January.
Here's how I picture Eric. He's going through, his daily blog stuff of, looking for news and everything else, and he sees the headline across the screen, exclusive D23 Darth Vader is handed out to, D23 attendees. And then all of a sudden you hear that music from Kill Bill when they see somebody they want to get and Eric's face just kind of locks on the screen and he grabs the bat next to him.
Oh, heck with that. I'll show you what I'm.
Oh crap. The hammer? You gonna bring out the hammer?
Oh, much better than the hammer.
But better than the hammer? Are you serious?
Better than the hammer. The triple barrel Nerf shotgun.
Oh my god.
This one with at the top break, and you put the little cartridge in there, and you just go like that, and just boom, like that. Somebody is going to get hit with a Nerf bullet. That's all there is to it.
God. Oh, don't think badly about Eric because he has Nerf guns. I have them too.
Yeah, but do you have this one?
No, I don't have
this. This is the other one. It is the flip fire. All right, you shoot this right here. You boom, 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 boom. You get dry here in the cylinder. So what you do? You just pull the trigger. Boom. You swip to a new one.
Zombies better stay away from Eric's house.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
That's good D23 Expo news. That's pretty cool.
But
we're gonna have fun with
let's see, I think
Al John's gonna rub that in her face. You realize that, right?
Yes, I know he's gonna rub that. Now, if he just shows up on the screen one evening while they're out there at D23 and he holds up that Darth Vader figure,
yeah,
it's like, hey guys, look what I got. And in that smooth announcer voice, he'll be going like neener, neener, neener.
Poor Eric.
But
What else you got?
well, I have seen a blog article in the Orlando Weekly about the Disney family culinary adventure.
Is it culinary or culinary?
Culinary. I've heard it say both ways. Culinary. We'll say culinary.
I don't know. There's some
Basically-
words I can't get right. You know?
Basically, what this is, if you're 9 or older, you can enter a catering kitchen at the Contemporary Resort and help prepare a 5-course meal.
Ooh.
Now, this experience is designed for 30 guests at a time, and it's done twice a week. Guests are broken into 5 groups and sent to a station to prepare part of the meal. And it sounds good because you also, it's like a 4-hour experience. If this is what you, if you have a dream to be a chef,
Kristen.
if you watch, yes, this would so be on Kristen's radar.
Yep, she would like this.
She would love this. You have a pasta station, you have a butcher station, a sushi station, all these different ones. And after you help prepare the meal, you'll get to sit down in the same kitchen to be served the meal that you just prepared. It's a 4-hour experience. You get a signed cookbook, and you also have the opportunity to chat with the chefs, ask them questions about all things culinary. But I hate to say this, the author, and I will not mention his name, but if you can find it online, you'll find it. Really is not very high on this. His attitude can be summed up by the final line in the article. So next time you get bored, just remember you can pretend to be a low-wage hotel salad builder and all for only $175.
That's kind of low.
I'm wanting to say Universal paid him to write this article. I'm not going to say it's for certain, but it would not surprise me. Just to say somebody over at Hogwarts going like, hey dude, nice article here.
Hey dude.
Here's a coupon for a free butterbeer, you know?
You know what? Spice it up a little bit. Make the $175 worth it.
Yeah.
And you have to work with Gordon Ramsay.
Ooh. Or Guy
Ooh.
Fieri.
Ooh, and have him yell at you when you screw up.
Dude, I was married for 14 years. I know all about being yelled at for screwing up.
That's good. That's good.
I don't need some fancy British chef to yell at me to know I've screwed up.
Yeah, but getting yelled at by Gordon Ramsay is so much different, though. You you want to be yelled at by him. You need to be yelled at by him because then you can go and tell everybody, Gordon Ramsay yelled at me.
Gordon Ramsay yelled at me, and he
special.
was so mad he used 7 cuss words. I think that's got to be like that. That's the rant rating.
Yeah,
on a Gordon Ramsay, yell. It's got to be. It's like how many cuss words did he incorporate in there?
I don't know whether $175 is too much or not. That's a pretty. It's a meal. It's an experience. Lasts 4 hours. I don't know.
If you figure, okay, Contemporary, a dinner at the Contemporary. Okay, that'll run you at least a good $40, $50.
Okay.
It could run you up even higher than that.
For one.
So let's just say $50 for the meal.
Okay.
Now that makes the tour part of it $129. Do you think the backstage tour part of that would be worth $125?
Nope.
Okay.
Not in my book.
Okay. However, when I was looking at this article, I saw a side article talking about the return of Captain EO to Epcot. Reading that article, there was a rumor that Inside Out could be replacing Captain EO permanently.
Didn't I say that a couple of weeks ago?
You may have.
I mentioned that instead of, because, they were showing
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland, thank you. They were showing the extended preview for Tomorrowland in there. Yeah. And I told them, why not put Inside Out in there and show an extended preview of that?
Crap, you did.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
But this is not just the extended preview of Inside Out. According to this rumor, it would be a new attraction based on Inside Out, which probably in all likelihood would wind up being like a 3D movie, like Captain EO, like Magic Journeys, and also like Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
But wouldn't it make more sense to put that in the Wonders of Life Pavilion?
I'm sorry, the what pavilion?
The Wonders of Life Pavilion.
You mean that pavilion that's been dead?
Yes, the Wonders of Life Pavilion.
Years? The pavilion that they only use during special events like Food and Wine, Flower and Garden.
Yeah, you just killed it. You just killed it.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I agree with you. That would make more sense to be over there. But hey, you're talking about voices inside of your head. That could
got plenty of them.
Yeah. You could consider that imagination.
Yeah, you could.
The rumor also includes a meet and greet for the characters, similar to the one that recently opened in Hong Kong Disneyland.
Hong Kong? Aren't they the lucky ones?
It's good to be a Disney fan in China right now. First, they get Inside Out. Now they get a Tron coaster.
I know.
We can't even get Tron and Test Track.
Nope. Which would have been great.
Which would have been fantastic. I mean, it's practically there.
That was our idea. That was me.
Did you see where Inside the Magic had posted a video that somebody had put together of Tron audio, audio from the two Tron movies, and then played it over a ride through of Test Track? It made that ride 10 times better.
Of course it did. It was Tron.
So, I'm just saying.
Wow. That's an interesting rumor.
That's an interesting rumor. So that is all I've got, actually.
Okay.
Which is more than I usually bring to the table. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you're good, man. That was great. I love it. Okay. No Disneyland news. Nothing real significant happening to mention.
Not even the 60th anniversary?
Not even the 60th anniversary, as wonderful as it is. But we do have a lot of things going on for Walt Disney World. As usual, it seems the pages get longer and longer when it comes to Disney World. Okay, so a new Disney
Disney.
Okay.
God, you sound like Forrest Gump on Benadryl.
I know.
I
did. Yeah, didn't he? And just
there's more Disney.
It's gonna be so wonderful. Okay. Disney has released a new version of the My Disney Experience app to include Touch ID login via iOS devices. No Android, just iOS.
That's discrimination, and I am offended.
Apple only for the time being. Touch ID, a fingerprint recognition system available on iPhone 5S and above, lets users log into apps without the need to enter passwords, which is real nice.
So you can give your phone the finger, And that works just as well.
And it would be good with Disney. They wouldn't care. The new 2.10 version also includes bug fixes and enhanced overall app performance, and the update is available right now to iOS devices. My Disney Experience is a suite of apps and websites that allows guests to manage every aspect of their Walt Disney World vacation. Has it become so hard these days that you cannot remember a login name and a password, ladies and gentlemen? Apparently. So now all you have to do is use your finger. Which finger you choose is up to you. So
Hashtag not judging.
not gonna judge. Not gonna do it. So check that out if you haven't already. Prince Harry from over there in the UK, patron of the Invictus Games Foundation, has announced that the second Invictus Games have been awarded to Orlando, Florida. The 2016 Games will take place from May the 8th to May the 12th, 2016, at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at the Walt Disney World Resort. The Invictus Games use the power of sport to inspire recovery, support rehabilitation, and generate a wider understanding and respect for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women. The inaugural Invictus Games was held in London in September of 2014 and was attended by over 400 competitors from 13 nations. Following the success of the 2014 Games, the Invictus Games Foundation has been established to develop and pursue the event's legacy. It manages the selection of the hosts for future games and oversees their delivery. Since the end of the 2014 Games, the Invictus Games Foundation has received a number of bids from potential countries and cities wishing to host the games over the next few years. U.S. bid for Orlando won the rights to the 2016 Games thanks to the city's outstanding sports facilities and great tourist infrastructure, which made it an ideal host for both competition and spectators. U.S. Army Ranger Ryan McIntosh, a winner of 3 medals in London in 2014, including 1 gold, said, quote, "The power of sports and competition has proven to me that I am still the same person I was before my injury. No matter what comes, I will face that adversity and come out on top unconquered." So basically, this is the Olympics for wounded warriors, is basically what this comes down to.
I love this idea.
Is this not just a fantastic idea?
Somebody needs to get voice actor Rob Paulson in on this, because I know he does a lot of work with the Wounded Warrior Project, and I just think, yes. Yes.
Prince Harry of all people. I mean, all we ever hear about him is where he's partying at and who he's drinking with, or what. He thought of this. This was his idea, and he's the one that started it. And they had their first games last year in London, and it just blows me. I've said for a long time I've wanted to visit Walt Disney World during Star Wars weekends. I would rather visit Walt Disney World during something like this. Being a veteran and having other veterans go to Walt Disney World to be able to compete against each other as equals, as athletes and everything, it really excites the crap out of me.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it really does.
This is one of the best ideas I have heard in a long, long time.
And I'm going to tell you this. I really, really, really hope that Orlando embraces this event and really advertises this event, because I tell you, when veterans see the support that they get at an event, something like this, it means the world to them, means the world to them.
Yes.
So if you're going to be at Walt Disney World between, what was it, May the 8th and May the 12th next year, take one day, whether it be for an hour or whether it be all day, and support each and every one of those veterans, whether they're from the United States, they are from Europe, or they are from Australia or Germany, whoever is there, show your support. Get out there and just cheer for them. They love it.
Yeah.
They absolutely love it,
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong cheering for these people.
No, you can't. You can't.
And although they only give out like 3 medals, everybody wins in this.
It does.
I mean, and you see Disney embracing more sporting events just in general. I mean, you have the Run Disney thing that has taken off like gangbusters.
Of course, yeah.
And you have the Invictus Games. And yes, I
mean, you think about it, how could it not sell?
No, you're right.
Veterans who have been injured defending their countries with an opportunity to compete in an Olympic-style event.
And represent those countries that they fought for.
Again, you know?
Yes.
I commend Disney 110, 15,000%. Wow. Yes.
Bravo.
Yes. Definitely. I mean, when I read that article, it just blew me away. It's fantastic. I mean, I get excited about a lot of things, but something like that, I really, really do get excited about.
It's hard not to.
I volunteer every single year here in Mississippi on the Gulf Coast for the Special Olympics over at Keesler Air Force Base. I'm with those kids and others every single year. And it brings a smile to my face to see them compete the way that they do, being in the condition that some of them are in. But they still have that drive. They still want to compete. They want to win.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, just because they've lost an arm or a leg or an eye or whatever has happened to them, does not mean that they have lost the spirit to compete and represent their country. Fantastic idea, Prince Harry. Yes. Fantastic. I commend you. Good job. Wow. So I'm not sure if it's on the website for the sports complex yet, but be looking for it for details. If you want to attend, I would like to attend myself. Just have to wait and see what my schedule looks like during that time. But man,
this would be Wide World of Sports, right?
Yes, Wide World of Sports. Definitely.
Let's take a look.
All right, while you're looking at that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one. The Magic of Disney Animation at Disney's Hollywood Studios closed its doors the other day, marking the end of an era for behind-the-scenes working studio attractions at the park. It's widely known that the park is about to go undergo a major transformation, bringing in new attractions, new lands, and even a new name to the park now that it finds itself lacking a cohesive theme and identity. Now, the upcoming D23 event, just over a month away, would seem like the most likely opportunity for us to hear details of what exactly Disney has planned for the park, which brings us to the future role of the Magic of Disney Animation building. Now, a number of sources have indicated that current plans are to convert the former animation building into a preview center for the park's makeover project, much like the Blue Sky Cellar that originally operated at the Disneyland Resort to promote its makeover of California Adventure Park. Expect to see models, plans, and more as the planning and construction progresses. Now, if the Studio Preview Center follows the Blue Sky Cellar model, also expect to see frequent updates, including exhibits on past attractions and other items of historical interest. Although it has not been announced, One Man's Dream is expected to close as part of the park's updates. Now, if this indeed is the case, many of those exhibits could be relocated to the Magic of Animation exhibit and the building that it's in. Now, Disney has not yet confirmed any of the plans for the Magic of Disney Animation or made any comments on the park's future changes. All information should be treated really as speculation until officially announced, but I'm almost going to guess that we'll hear some of those announcements come for the D23 Expo next month over in Anaheim, California. So,
by the way, the Invictus Games is already on Disney's Wide World of Sports website. They don't have pricing and information on there yet. When you click on the pricing and info link, it takes you to the Invictus Games website, but it does not mention the pricing. Yeah. If you want to go attend or anything like that.
I'm going to guess it's going to be a regular park admission to get into something like that. That's just a guess. I don't think it's going to change any. It could be just to be an added bonus when going to the park. And this only boosts, and promotes the ESPN Worldwide of Sports Complex.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't see a lot of promotion when it comes to, that side of the resort. It is still part of Walt Disney World.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of for it.
No, you really don't, which is unfortunate because Disney always pushes, eat healthy, get out, play, do all this. But you don't see them. You don't see this fantastic commercial on ABC or Disney or ABC Family or even Disney Channel. Hey, head out to the ESPN Wildwood Sports Complex and you can do this and you can do this and all this graphics and all. You don't see that.
No, you don't.
So maybe this will kind of help out a little bit, but it's still a little bit under a year away.
Yeah.
So thanks for looking that up. I appreciate that.
Not a problem. My pleasure.
Two of the most well-known and highest ranking Disney Imagineers at Disney are to expand their roles ahead of a period of expected growth when it comes to Disney. Joe Rohde, we all know who he is. Currently,
earring guy.
Yeah, earring guy. Currently the creative lead at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and will expand his role at Imagineering to take on global creative leadership of the Marvel property.
Marvel property.
Just kind of
let me just make sure I am understanding what you just said.
Wait. Just let that marinate for a second.
Okay.
Marvel property.
So this is Marvel property in Disney parks?
Didn't say. It did not specify if it was Disney parks. But what's the guy known for? Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, he's not known for accounting.
No.
He's not known for marketing.
He's not crunching numbers. They want his creative genius. So, I don't know.
You can't tell me that this is not for parks.
I don't know. What the thing is, Rohde is currently working on the development of Pandora, the world of Avatar. People, stop calling it Avatar Land. Stop. It's Pandora, the world of Avatar. It is not Avatar Land. Even Joe said that. Pandora, the world of Avatar. Sounds so much better than Avatar Land. Just saying. And he also oversees the creative work at Aulani, the resort over in Hawaii.
Got it.
Bob Weiss, who is currently heavily involved in the creation of Shanghai Disney, and will also take on the position of creative lead of Hong Kong Disneyland. Weiss is best known to the American park fans as the creative force behind the development of Disney's MGM Studios and for the massive makeover of Disney California Adventure, together with a recent appointment of Scott Tobridge as the lead on Star Wars projects. The expansion roles for Rohde and Wise could seem to send a clear message where the future of Imagineering is going to be focused, and that is going to be Star Wars, Marvel, and Asia. I had to throw that one in there. Yeah,
okay.
They got Tron.
Let me ask this question.
Yeah.
We've not heard much about the theme park deal between Universal and Marvel.
No. We don't know
haven't heard much of that.
I haven't heard the specifics.
We haven't heard much about that. What if Star Wars was not the only franchise coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios?
Uh-oh.
Wouldn't it be a hit and a half if at D23 Expo they said, look, we've worked out a deal with Universal to where Marvel Studios characters will appear in theme parks. Would that not be a kick and a half? You have the Streets of America already set up, right?
Yeah.
Would not be hard to turn that into the New York City of Marvel Comics.
No, right.
It wouldn't.
Oh man. I don't want to jump the gun here, okay?
No.
I really don't want to jump the gun. But Eric, damn it. How is it that Disney can acquire Marvel the way they did and never be expected to implement Marvel characters into their theme parks ever?
Well, it's just
impossible.
It's just at Orlando. You've got Marvel characters over there in Disneyland.
But that's what I'm talking about is Disney World.
Yes.
That's the gray area. I just don't understand how it can last forever.
It can't last forever. But I know this is a long shot. I know I have nothing concrete to back this up. This is purely a blue sky, wouldn't it be awesome as all freaking get out kind of thing.
What is that sound?
That's me.
Oh, that's like I'm hearing something and I'm not okay. Anyway, go ahead.
It is Tinkerbell trying to send you an instant message.
Pinging you. They're pinging you. Shut up, Eric. You're giving our ideas away. Oh, God. Continue.
Oh, look,
continue.
It's a cease and desist order. So, but I mean, seriously, the day has to come.
It does. It does.
And Universal, Universal knew this was coming from 2009. When
they're telling
all
you,
right,
shut up.
I am shutting off Disney right there. All right.
Y'all kiss my ass.
Y'all kiss my
ass.
Get my
You kiss my ass. Hey, but don't kiss my ass, man.
Hey, I just got yelled at by Gordon Ramsay.
The Spanish version.
This steak was so burnt, Luke thought it was Uncle Owen.
Oh, God.
I mean, that Universal saw this in 2009.
Yeah, yeah.
When Marvel was purchased by Disney. And so what did they do? They looked for a new signature franchise to hang their hat on.
Yeah.
Boom, Harry Potter. What are they doing? Boom, they're expanding Harry Potter.
And the latest rumor, now Star Trek. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry. Bigger picture here. Bigger picture.
Yes.
Okay. We have all of these closings going on at DHS.
Yes.
Major structures closing.
Yes.
We know the park is going to change its name.
Yes.
Now you've got Joe Rohde involved
Marvel.
with, let me bring up that word again, to take on global creative leadership of the Marvel property. Now, it does say global.
Yes.
Which could mean Paris, Hong Kong.
Yes. Tokyo. Shanghai.
Yeah. But it could also mean DHS. That's part of global. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You just can't rule it out.
No, it's on the same globe. You cannot rule it out. But I mean, it would not surprise me in the least.
Ant-Man attraction. Take you down.
Replacing it's tough to be a bug.
Exactly. Right there in the tree of life.
Right there in the tree of life. Goodbye, Flick. Here comes Scott Lang. Woo-hoo!
You know, they take you down to the size of an ant.
Yeah.
And that's big news, dude. That's huge. Huge.
And think about it. Wakanda, which is about to factor in big time with Marvel movies, with Civil War. You also saw it a little bit in Age of Ultron. Black Panther movie coming out. Would not take much to convert parts of Harambe into Wakanda.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think that ever happened, but it's possible.
Something in the fine print in that contract between Marvel and Universal and Marvel and Disney has noticed. And they're going to take advantage of it.
Well,
it's going to happen.
That's why you saw an Avengers movie. That's why you saw a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. That's why you were seeing Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange. I mean, all these characters that weren't very popular at the time Marvel was selling off rights.
Yeah. Because I guarantee you, somebody walked into Bob Iger's office, said, "Mr. Iger, I was looking over this contract and the purchasing rights on Marvel, and can you look at that? Look right there, right there. Do you see that? It's written right there. Do it."
It's not going to surprise me. Aljon is probably going to watch this afterwards and just be pulling his hair out going, guys, it's
going to be this. It's going to be this. I don't think it's going to be that.
You're like El Miembe or whatever his name is from Latino Review that posted all these wild rumors. Yes.
The possibilities of what they could do is staggering.
I mean, DHS is
Withering
about
away.
to be, yes, it's been withering away ever since they ceased production of movies and TV shows there.
Yeah.
But so many things are closed there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to get rid of Rock and Roller Coaster or Tower of Terror
Can't.
or
Yeah.
Star Tours.
Can't get rid of those. Apparently now on the Great Movie Ride too.
Yeah.
Not with new deal with TMC,
They're not going to get rid of Great Movie Ride. They're not going to get rid of Toy Story Mania.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
Everything else in that park,
See ya.
you got to fear for its safety. Muppet Vision could be gone.
Even with a brand new Muppet show coming.
You might move that.
Ooh.
You might move that somewhere. Really, it's just a theater.
It is only a theater.
It's a 3D theater with some extra effects on there.
Move it to Epcot.
Of all the kinds of attractions, that's got to be one of the easiest to relocate.
You know what? We could sit here and speculate all day long.
And we're coming pretty close to it.
Yeah. This is big news. It's huge. 3 great minds coming together to be focused on Star Wars, Marvel,
And Asia.
Let's just really put it down. Star Wars and Marvel.
Okay.
The fact
It may
that,
just wind up that they're all going to be in Asia, but Star Wars and Marvel.
Don't say that.
My inner cynic had to be let out for just a minute.
God, what's wrong with you, dude? Stop that. Don't do it. I don't want everything to be in Asia. Oh, look, we have everything. You have nothing.
Half of the stuff that we own is made over there. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's move on. Here's a little controversial news for you on the show, like we haven't had that before. Okay. I don't know where we got 27 minutes left. All right. This is really something. Walt Disney World followed in the footsteps of both state governments and national businesses last week when it removed a version of the Confederate flag that hung as part of its World Showcase American Adventure attraction. A variety of flags representing the history of the United States hangs from the ceiling in the Hall of Flags leading into the American Adventure attraction. Among these flags was the third flag of the Confederacy. This version was not familiar with the Southern Cross version that South Carolina legislature voted to remove from the State House grounds last week, but instead a version that included the cross in the left corner of the flag, according to an Orlando Sentinel report.
This is the one that's white with the Beauregard battle flag in the corner.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look,
Come on.
I understand taking it down from a state house.
Okay.
I understand that.
That's a government
Yes.
building that is
Yes.
government property.
Yes. And it is
Okay.
United States government, not Confederate States government.
Yes.
I fully understand that.
Yes.
But this is not a government building. It is a history. It's an entertainment building, but it's entertainment of history.
History. Yes.
By taking that flag down, you are essentially claiming that that never happened. Yes, it is a contentious piece of history. Yes, people have used it as a symbol of racism.
Okay.
They've also used the American flag as the symbol of their racism.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
going
true.
to pull that down as well?
Yeah.
More slaves were bought and sold and brought to America under the American flag than ever under any Confederate flag.
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is true.
It's going too far. Now, if you want to put it back up after all this craziness has died down, go ahead. This is history, for better or worse. Don't try to scrub it out of history just because some people get upset.
Eric, I want to take this into a different direction, but I don't want to offend anybody at the same time. Okay.
Okay.
I believe what Disney is trying to do is not have the problems that states like Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, Arkansas, and Tennessee had.
Alabama
With-
really didn't have it because once the Fuhrer came up over in South Carolina, the Governor Bentley just said, all right, take the flag down. There
Yeah.
was no fuss, no muss. They just
Yeah.
did it. There was no outcry. There was nothing. It was just boom. It happened one morning. That was it.
I can understand Disney doing what they did because they don't want to cause any controversy inside of an attraction.
I understand that.
Okay. But at the same time, and please, ladies and gentlemen, keep an open mind when I talk about this, okay? Keep an open mind. If you recall a few weeks ago, there was a vote with the Supreme Court that went down that divided this nation in a lot of different ways. And Some say it was not intentionally done. Some say it was just a coincidence. But Cinderella's castle was lit up in a certain way that a lot of people did not agree with. And a lot of people had a problem with it. And it offended a lot of people. Do you see where I'm going with this?
I see exactly where you're going with this.
Okay.
You're going to offend people no matter what you do.
No matter what you do. Okay? Doesn't mean whether you...
But just remember, just because you're offended does not mean you're right.
That's true. That's true.
What is right is not always popular. What is popular is not always right.
I'm not going to sit here and say Disney lighting up the castle during a certain time on a certain day in a certain way was right or wrong. I'm not going to say that Disney removing a flag that represents a point in history over 100 years ago, I'm not going to say them removing that is right or wrong. But I think Disney is a little bit confused when it comes to, we don't want to offend anybody. Because you offended a lot of people that one day when it came to the castle.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden you don't want to offend anybody because of a flag. Get your priorities straight. Make up your damn mind. You see what I'm saying here?
I see exactly what you're saying here.
I hope everybody else understands what I'm trying to say here. I think Disney has an identity problem when it comes to this. You're either one way or you're the other way. You can't be both. You can't sit here and say, this is fine. We love this. Great. Oh, but we don't want to offend you when it comes to this. Oh, careful, careful. It's only a flag.
Removing a flag is not going to remove racism.
No. But when you have an icon like Cinderella Castle, that screams a bigger statement than just a flag in a building. That is not a government building. But Disney doesn't want to offend anybody. It's just, there's a real gray area on this subject. Very, very gray area. And I don't want to get into a political discussion here. Okay,
Yeah, I'm with you. This is not, to me, the flag is not about politics. It's about history.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to pull it down is to try and claim that never happened. And yes, Disney is known for kind of shoving some bad incidents in history under the rug a little bit.
Yeah.
But this, I can only hope that they're waiting for a time when cooler heads will prevail. They won't say anything. They won't announce it. Just one night, they'll come in, put it back up, go on with their business.
And nobody will probably even notice.
No.
But find this interesting, though. Not going to make it political, but find this interesting. People have now started saying that the emblem that appears on the side of the New Orleans Saints football team associates with racism. Did you know that that specific emblem is all over the Port Orleans Resort at Walt Disney World? So if that were the case, are you telling me that Disney would have to go and find every single one of those emblems and remove them or replace them somehow if that were the case? I'm not saying it's true, but people are starting to say it.
You know,
yeah, this is what it's turning into. To where an emblem on the side of an NFL football helmet has to do with racism. So now that same emblem is all over the place, like I said, at the Port Orleans. because it represents New Orleans and, Cajun French heritage,
It
whatever you wanna
represents
call it.
France.
Yeah. So Disney, you're going to pull down a flag. If this ends up getting legs and gets traction in social media and people start talking about it, are you going to change up the Port Orleans Riverside and some of the
It goes beyond that.
I
I got 3 words for you. New Orleans Square.
Oh, jeez. It's all over that one too.
Yes.
So you better take it down. Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't want to. Oh, this subject gives me a headache.
It's not politics.
It's not politics.
It's stupidity is really what it is. Because you try to go around saying, oh, this is a symbol of hatred. This is a symbol of hatred. This is a symbol of hatred. Okay. Taking down that symbol is not going to get rid of the hatred.
No. I can understand one side feeling the way they do, and I can understand the other side feeling the way they do. The way I look at it is we have bigger problems in this country than this crap. Okay.
On the freaking nose, Mr. Davis. We have much bigger fish to fry.
And I'm not talking about somebody across the pond in Iran or Syria or anybody else. I'm talking about people in your own hometown, the people who are homeless, the people who don't have any food, the people who don't get education, the people who don't have jobs. But yet these people want to complain about a flag. These so-called leaders of groups, not any one specific group at all, groups.
There are enough groups out there. You can find enough to point at.
They need to be focusing on the people in their communities and the people in their states and helping them live a better life than the crap that you're doing. This is on both sides. I'm not talking one side to another. I'm talking both sides need to realize that. Period. The end. Drop this crap. Disney, don't get involved in this. This is small. This is small.
It is petty.
Petty. You removing that flag. Okay? Don't do anything else. Don't become one of the headlines that we see on CNN or Fox News.
Or MSNBC.
Or that. Yeah. It's just a flag. It makes me wonder, did anybody notice it and say something? Or did Disney just say, oh, hurry up, get that down, hurry up. It makes me wonder. I don't know.
Again,
I don't know.
Here's hoping that they just took it down to avoid drama until this whole thing dies down.
Yeah. I'm concerned with one flag. This one right here.
That's the one on your head.
This one right here.
Yes.
This is what I'm concerned with.
Yes.
Yes, it is backwards. I know that. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. That's a flag I'm concerned with. That's all I care about. I care about people here in this country. I care about the people who live upstairs. I care about the people who live in the next county. I care about people up in Alaska, in Hawaii, in Maine. And I care about our troops and their families. Those are the people I care about.
I feel like there should be some sort of patriotic music going on in the background with a superimposed flag waving. I feel like I should stand up and salute, just
Seriously. I'm not concerned whether or not you have a flag hanging inside of an attraction at Walt Disney World. Nobody cares. They're not there for that. They're not there to look for reasons to gripe and moan. They're there to have a great family vacation. It's petty and it's small. And then, but yet you did something else a few weeks earlier that did offend a lot of people. I don't understand the thinking. I'm not going to touch that issue. I'm going to leave that alone. But I'm just saying, you can't. You got to balance it out somehow.
Yeah.
You're doing one for one, but you're not doing for the other. I don't know. Weird. We got 12 minutes left. All right. There's a very gray area on that. But this one is not a gray. This is no gray area whatsoever.
No gray areas. No gray areas for the next 12 minutes.
Okay. Disney's Hollywood Studios took down a bronze statue of Bill Cosby last Tuesday night after the park closed, according to numerous reports. And yes, it did happen. Disney officials made no official statement regarding the reason behind the statue's removal from the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame Plaza. The timing, though, seems to fall in line with last week's release of 2005 testimony by the celebrity admitting he gave sedatives to a woman before having sex with her.
Yeah, that you can't defend the man.
No.
Don't get me wrong. I loved the man when I was growing up. Good actor,
Oh, yeah. Very good
comedian.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just if he admitted it, there's nothing else you can do, and I can't blame him for taking it down. I cannot blame him for taking it down, although it may not make much of a difference if we get this, severe overhaul of Hollywood studios.
They may all come down.
Yeah, they may all come down.
We don't know. We have no idea. And you know what? I don't think anybody cares. A lot of people don't even notice that area. They just walk right by it. Occasionally, you'll see 2 or 3 stop and go, "Oh, well, that's this person. Hey, let's take a selfie," and all that other stuff. But
oh, look, dear, it's Red Buttons.
Oh, it's so wonderful. Oh, let's take a picture, honey.
Oh, wait, there's Andy Griffith.
Oh, I love Andy Griffith. He's beautiful. Honey, I'm going to kiss his cheek. Take a picture.
yeah, that's what would happen.
And maybe he'll get moved to a different area, at which point they'll recast that plaque that's got his name on it.
Yeah. Somebody will replace it with another face, Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
To me, you don't see people saying, put his statue back.
Picketing out in front of it. Put Bill's statue back. Put Bill's statue back. We want it. No. Again, you didn't see anybody protesting, Nobody was protesting in front of the American Adventure.
Okay.
Sorry.
Gray area, gone.
Gray,
gone. Gone.
Gray.
This ain't 50 Shades of Gray. We have moved on.
We are in the light. Okay. Last thing. All right. Partial celebrity lineup has been announced for the 2015 Candlelight Processional, which goes on over at Epcot. Of course, it may be July, but Epcot is already thinking about the holiday season. So we're going to talk about a few of the celebrities who will be narrating during the annual Candlelight Processional held in the American Gardens Theater over the World Showcase. From November 30th to December the 3rd, Mr. Doogie Howser himself, Neil Patrick Harris, will be there. December 4th and the 5th, it will be Whoopi Goldberg from ABC's The View. December 6th through the 8th, Joe Morton. December 12th through the 14th, Meredith Vieira. December 24th through the 26th, it will be Edward James Olmos. And December 29th through the 30th will be Amy Grant. 7 slots still remain open, and Disney has said announcements on who else will be joining the annual telling of the Christmas story through live vocal and instrumental music will be coming soon, as well as a live reading from the scheduled celebrity stuff. So, as we get more of that information on the additional narrators, we will give it to you. Don't worry.
Oh, yes.
Good lineup so far. Yeah. Those are your Walt Disney World headlines for the week of July 14th, 2015. Yes, 15.
You were going to go 14, wouldn't you?
I was going to go 14. It's going to take us back a year.
Dude, you realize that we are closer to Christmas than we are to New Year's.
Yeah.
We are past the halfway point.
Do you know next week is my Christmas in July edition of DW60? Yeah.
That's like a week from this Thursday.
A week from this Thursday. Christmas in July. I do it every year.
Dude,
For the last-
I should totally follow suit with that.
I have done it since I started the show.
And how long has that been?
9 years. This is the 9th year of
Ninth
DW60.
year, about to celebrate 10 years of DW60.
Yeah. Yeah.
The decade of DW60.
The decade of DW60.
The DW decade.
The
I think we need to
DW
brand that. Hashtag DW
Hashtag
decade.
Yeah. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to tell you this. We got 6 minutes left, and I'm going to throw this out real quick, all right? We talked about the gray area, okay? We've talked about Marvel. We've talked about Star Wars. We've covered a lot on this show in the last hour and 20-something minutes. But I will tell you this. There is no other vidcast or podcast that will cover it the way we do. Because you know what? We don't sugarcoat here.
No.
Disney is not perfect in our eyes.
We love Disney, but we are not blinded with rose-colored glasses.
Exactly. And I hope that all of you have kept an open mind during certain subjects that we've talked about during this show. Okay? Everybody has their own opinion on the different events that happen on a day-to-day basis in this world. And this show is no different. One of us may be really happy that a certain attraction is getting something, and another person may not. And we voice that on this show. We are not one to sugarcoat. But we are sensitive to other people's feelings at the same time. That's one of the reasons why I did not go into specifics about other things. Because it is a sensitive subject. But we hope that our content for tonight has not offended you or disrespected you in any way. I just want to throw that out there. We report the news as we get it, but we're not like any other, news station out there, your local station, who just give you the straight line. We'll give you the left and the right. That's how we roll on this show. That's just the way it is. We give our opinions. We may not agree all the time. A lot of times we do. But we do it because we care about our viewers, we care about our listeners, and we care about Disney. And if there's ever the chance that a member of the Disney media team happens to watch an episode of WDW After Dark, and it happens to be this one, we just want to let them know sometimes maybe the decisions you make aren't the best ones. And we want them to think about that. And we want them to take that in consideration because guess what? We're the ones that come to see you. We're the ones that pay that money to stay in your resorts, to eat your food, to buy those tickets. And guess what? The listeners and viewers of this show are those same people too. So you can love us or you can hate us. But we will always be honest with you, no matter what the subject will be. Either way. Just saying. I like to throw that in at the end of everything, when I step on a soapbox. I'm just saying.
And on that cheerful note,
just throwing it out there, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true. We have our own personal opinions on things. As far as they relate to Disney, we'll share them. But we're just like everybody else. We have our likes or dislikes, our preferences, our dislikes. That's not to say that they're right or wrong. They're just what we have.
Exactly. We've said this from day one about WDW After Dark. We treat the show as though it's a bunch of friends sitting around having a few drinks, talking about everyday life. Yet our everyday lives is Disney, is Marvel, is Star Wars. And when you're sitting in a group of friends like that and you're having conversations, sometimes you don't pull punches. You say it how it is.
You're free to disagree with our opinions anytime you want.
Yeah, and if you do, you're entitled to that. That's your right. That's the privilege you have to be vocal about it. Okay? So, with that, as I say every show, Al John has said it as well, Kristen has said it, Eric has said it. We encourage you to interact with the show. And there's different ways that you can do that. You can do it here on YouTube, in the comments below, down there, type a comment. Whether you agree or disagree with something we've talked about with Star Wars, Marvel, the flag, whatever, comment on it. We want your feedback. We want to hear from you. If you're listening to the show via Stitcher, TuneIn, or iTunes, send us something via email, wdwafterdark@gmail.com. That's how you can voice your opinion and let us know, hey, well, we think this. I don't agree with you, so I think this. You're entitled to that. And we want to know stuff like that. We want to hear from you when it comes to stuff like this. Attractions, resorts, controversies, whatever it may be. We want to hear about it, you know. Eric, anything else on that?
No, I think you've pontificated quite enough.
No. Okay. Good
Okay.
word.
There you go.
Good
Pontificated.
word. Pontificated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Word. Good word.
No, those are good thoughts. And yes, everybody's going to have different opinions.
Yeah.
So, and that's a good thing.
We would not be the people who we are today without opinions. Whether it come to what you're going to fix for dinner, to what the president does on a daily basis. Our opinions matter, and our opinions mold us. They sculpt us to who we are today. And it's the same thing for Walt Disney World and Disneyland and everything else Disney. Our opinions matter. Disney wants to know about them. That's why we do these podcasts. That's why we do these internet radio shows. That's why we do vidcasts. Because we want to talk about this stuff. We want to voice our opinions. We want Disney to know this is what we think. Our time is up, ladies and gentlemen. Time is up. Real quick, our sponsors, again, make sure you check out Kristen Hetzel. Magical Journeys Travel over at magicaljourneysvacations.com if you're looking for a Disney vacation or a cruise line vacation or Adventures by Disney. Check her out. Also, check out Fandango for your movie tickets and Amazon for the cheapest deals on your favorite items. Excuse me. No matter what it may be. And other sponsors as well. Check them out over at wdwafterdark.com in the sponsors section. Eric, you know the drill. You know what's coming up.
Okay. If you want to get in contact with us here at the show, you can hit us on Twitter at WDW you can also find me on Twitter at Sorcom Review, on Facebook at facebook.com/Sorcom Review. And Jeff, where can they find you?
Couple of different ways. Find me here at my apartment, if you can find me. Or you can find me on Twitter at DW_60. Also on Periscope at DW_60 or at Jeff Davis_75. I'm on Periscope a lot. A lot. I love Periscope. I love Periscope.
Well, you were in the Navy.
Never thought about that. I never really thought I didn't connect the two.
Well, now you have. And it cannot be unconnected.
Literally. Yeah. You can find me on Sorcerer Radio Thursday mornings, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, DW60, for the latest in Walt Disney World headlines and some great Walt Disney World music as well.
You can find me on Sorcerer Radio at 8 a.m. on Tuesdays with the Sorcom Review.
If you're looking to make a request for a song, you can do so via the Sorcom Review Facebook page. You can do so via the Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone Facebook page. You can do it via the DW60 Facebook page. But I also take song requests every Wednesday afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, over on the DW60 Periscope channel. I started that last week.
Very good.
Yeah. Got a good following out of that too. Last week's show, all the songs that I played during that show were all requests.
Holy smack.
Everyone.
And that was a good number of them.
Yeah, it was a good number of them. So you want to hear something specific, you can do it in those ways. Also, the Sorcerer Radio Facebook page as well. You can do it via that one if you want as well. So lots of different ways. Remember, you can watch this show on YouTube anytime that you like. These episodes will be here. You can also listen to the show via iTunes, subscribe, and give us those 5-star reviews. We definitely appreciate those. What was the other one that we used? Stitcher Radio. You can listen to us via Stitcher Radio for your Android listeners. Since you may not have iTunes on your Android device, you can still listen via Stitcher Radio or Tune In. The Tune In app, you can listen to WDW After Dark as well. So there's lots of different ways to keep in contact with us and listen and watch the show. And we thank you for it every single week. We appreciate your listenership and your viewership. And we love coming to entertain you and talk Disney. Eric, anything else before we go, bud?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Again, I appreciate you, Eric, for coming on again with me.
Appreciate you doing it too, dude.
Woody and the Beeve, the Dude Bro Show, once again, another great one. Another great one. We wow everybody with the Woody and Beeve Show.
People just kind of like sit back and brace themselves when they find out it's a Dude Bro Show.
Yeah, pretty much. And I love that. I like that people do like the interaction between you and me. We do it well.
Yes, we do.
So we'll return next week with another show for WDW After Dark. Kristen and Al John will probably be back from their vacation, and we will probably do a trip review with them. So we may not get to many headlines because they will have a lot to talk about. There was a food and wine preview that went on while they were there. So Kristen's going to have a lot of food news and stuff to talk about when it comes to the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival coming up this fall at the Walt Disney World Resort. And I'm
Let's
sure
ask her. Let's ask her what her opinions are of the culinary experience.
Okay.
Thing that we talked about this week.
Yeah, we'll have to ask her about that. And I'm sure that Al John will have some trip what do we call them? Trip
reports.
Reports. Thank you on what they did during their stay and everything. It was a little downtime for the family there while they're visiting the Walt Disney World Resort, and we'll be back too.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Good Lord will, and we'll be there too. So until then, again, we appreciate you watching WDW After Dark, and we hope that you have a fantastic week and a very safe weekend. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Crisis for the geek kind. Top geek officials admit they underestimated the hipsters' defense capability. Join the geek revolution and save the galaxy. Geeks from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future. They're doing their part. Are you? Want to know more? Join Weeby Geeks and the Geek Revolution and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship. Listen to Weeby Geeks podcast on iTunes and Stitcher or online at WeebyGeeks.net. Weeby Geeks, your voice for the Geek Revolution. Want to know more?